You're welcome to today's episode where we'll be talking about national integration in our civic education lesson. So I remain my humble self, Mr. Ajewole Michael Olufemi. Now talking about national integration. These are our objective for today's lesson. Now we'll be defining the concept of national unity and integration, needs for national unity and integration, problem of national unity and integration. So last week we talked about social problem and issues where we talked so many things. But today we'll be looking at what national unity and integration is all about. Now, I want to give us a preamble here. Have you ever asked yourself how's the moment Nigeria is the most sweetest moment ever? All right, let me draw your attention to this. Whenever Nigeria is playing match with any other country, you discover that either Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, even those who want separation for the country, everybody are one. Everybody's focus is like, let Nigeria win. Let Nigeria win. It does not matter whoever scores this goal, but the focus is Nigeria. Oh my God. That's how sweet it is. Which leads us to our today's lesson called what? National unity and integration. Now, before we proceed, Nigeria has how many ethnic groups? How many ethnic groups are we in Nigeria? Are they all in the same size or population? Can you name some of these ethnic groups? So answer this question in your subconsciousness. Now, talking about the term national unity. National unity refers to the state of being joined together as one nation, despite diverse background, through shared value, a common identity, and a sense of collective purpose. It emphasizes harmony and cooperation among the citizens from different cultural, ethnic, and or social groups. Now, when he talks about national unity, it is talking about people coming together despite the differences, coming together to see how things can work about, which he talks about the aim to promote social cohesion, and it has to do with collaboration coming together. This is what we call what national unity. Now talking about integration. Integration is the process of bringing together people of different idea, culture, background to have common interests and pursue common goals. Nigeria is a country with above 230 ethnic groups that have different cultural background. This is the need for integration in Nigeria as to make for national unity, peace, understanding, the progress in the world, in the country. Now, despite the fact that we have different religion, we have different ethnic group, we have different mindset, we coming together. Integration is coming what together. Now, how can this be formed? Number one, through religious tolerance. In Nigeria, we have three religion: the Christian, the Muslim, and the tradition, living together in the same place in harmony. Inter-ethnic trade among what states. Today, we discover that people do travel to the northern and supplies the west and the east the food, and you discover that the east also they deal with they are highly skilled. Which are the east, which are the Igbos, they manufacture different type of shoes and other machines, and they trade it out. There is free trade zone among us. Interethnic marriage, which is talking about Igbo marrying Yoruba, Yoruba marrying Hausa. So all these things promote what national what unity and integration. Now, education. The government, the federal government, established more command unit secondary schools across what the country. And we'll be looking at about patriotism, ability to fight for oneness for what? Nigeria. Now, we'll be joining the two terms together, national unity and integration. What does this mean? This refers to the state of being united, where diverse group with a country come together, transcending differences in culture, ethnicity, religion, and language. It is a deliberate effort to promote factors that ensure the national world unity. This is just talking about the same thing we'll be talking about earlier, whereby people with different knowledge, different mindset coming together to fight a cause. What is the cause? The country, to defend Nigeria. Like I bring a story earlier, I talked about Nigerian football. When you look at the Nigerian Football Association, you discover that there we have Igbo, we have Hausa, we have Fulani as Nigerian players. So it doesn't matter who score. Whatever what the focus is, let there be a winner. And the winner lets Nigeria win. Now you discover that this is an example, a knowledge of what national unity and integration is all about. Now, if you look at this our screen, you discover that there are almost four hands here now. These four hands, despite the difference, you discover that they have a lot of differences in colors, but they comes together to what? To promote Nigeria coming what? Together. Now, another example of integration is our NYSC. NYSC, the Yorubas youth goes for NYSC, Igbo, House, and you are being posted to different places to learn their culture. This is what we call what? Integration. Now, look at the measures that it was being adopted by the federal government for what? The oneness in Nigeria. The first one was what called what? Wazobia. Under the military rule, the federal government made serious effort in bringing together the language of the three major ethnic groups, which is what? The Igbo, the Yoruba, which is Wa, the Hausa, Zo, and Bia, which is Igbo. All these talks about come. In Yoruba, if you want to call someone, you say Wa. In Hausa is Zo, and in Igbo is what? Bia. Joining it together is called Wazobia. In other words, let's come together. And the NYSC, the National Youth Service Corps, has also promoted a lot of integration, where a Hausa person is being posted to Yoruba land. The person is not posted there because they want to punish the person, but to have the knowledge, to know the norms of those people. And you discover at the end of the day, most couples refuse going home because they discover that, man, what our knowledge we have about this culture is quite different from what they are exhibiting. This is what makes Nigeria sweet. Differences in ethnicity, differences in culture. This makes the country super unique. Organization of cultural and sport festival, e.g. 1998 sports were held in Imo State of Nigeria. This is what rational. This year 2025 was cultural festival was hosted in Ogun State, where governors in different states, where cultures of different states were being exhibited there. Then common currency. In Nigeria today, we have common currency, which is Naira. The Naira, the same 1,000 Naira you use in Kano, you can use it in Lagos, and you can also use it in what? In Abia State. English is our what? Common language you speak today. Yes, this also helps in promoting what? National integration. So, needs for national unity and integration. Why do we need it? Number one, it enhances understanding among the diverse ethnic group in the country. Yes, when we integrate, we begin to have understanding of ourselves. It promotes oneness, it promotes political stability, it enhances social and economic what? Growth in the country. Because a country where there is oneness, you discover that everybody begins to bring out their talent into the table, and it metaphors into a great world nation. It promotes peace and tranquility. It promotes progress and homogeneity in our country, Nigeria. It enables us to provide a common fought against our foes. Foreign investors are attracted, yes, because when they discover that there's oneness, people from outside the country can entrust their finance. Now, what are the problems faced for national unity and integration? Number one is its ethnic and religious diversion. Nigeria is a big country. We have over 230 ethnic groups, culture. It is not an easy thing for us to what just unite. Religion also is a very great tool, whereby these days we have crisis between the Christian and the Muslim, and this is a great harm to national unity and integration. And looking at other factors, how socioeconomic disparity, yes, the house has their strength, the Yoruba has their strength. Another factor is what we talked about, the absence of genuine dialogue and understanding between different groups can hinder the groups of what a cohesive. Yes, when they are not coming together, they are not in the same page. There will always be what issues on that regard. Now, in conclusion of our lesson, it is important to promote unity at everywhere we find ourselves. We need to be among the promoter of peace through our culture and ways of worship differs. We need to try to be one. In other words, despite whatever is your interest, let Nigeria be your major interest. Forget your academic slide. Let your parents love wants slide, but the focus should be what? Nigeria. Thank you so much for staying. Remain blessed. I remain my humble self, Mr. Ajewale Michael. God bless you.